hold up, bro. I wasn't informed.
Yeah, like I haven't got any of them.
Give me a second.
Oh, this podcast is falling apart, guys. Oh, if you tune in, I'm sorry, but it's okay, cause this is literally chaos that we're living right now. You guys see it in person, live.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the In Our House podcast, episode 65. You can probably tell we got some new mics, but we've got a special guest today. It's none other than Pablo. How's it going, bro?
I'm here to reclaim my throne.
He's back.
Yeah, Gabby did good, but I'm back.
Hell
so
yeah.
whoever it was that said she was a better host, I got my eyes on you.
He knows who it was.
I could guess. I asked you and Gabby and I was like, is it this person? And I was like, yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas. This is the Christmas special. We did one last year that was like purely Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
This one, it just kind of, we're just acknowledging the fact that it's Christmas. As a Christmas present to ourselves, we got brand new microphones.
Well, I didn't even think about that, but these are our podcast Christmas presents.
Yeah, so the audio should be way better. No more of the, what was the other one? It wasn't a dynamic mic. It was like
it was a condenser mic. Yeah.
The condenser mics are, every mic has its purpose, but these dynamic mics are the way to go for podcasting.
Yeah, so right now, like Pablo said, we got the new dynamic mics. Eventually, we're going to get an XLR export thing. You guys have no idea what that means, but the audio should be crisp whenever we get that. But now it should be a little bit better.
Yeah.
But since Pablo is back, you want to talk about why you left the podcast, Pablo?
So I think I mentioned it before I left, right? Maybe, possibly.
Yeah, it was like slight, but just to kind of remind them, because it's been like 2 years.
Yeah, so I had a baby. Obviously, well, I mean, I had the baby, but my wife was obviously want to push it out. But yeah, her name is Valencia. She is as of this day of recording, she's a month old and almost a month and a week old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she loves to. If she's not eating, she's sleeping. If she's not sleeping, she's crying. And if she's not crying, she's eating. It's just a vicious cycle, and she shits somewhere in between. Yeah, but it's been fun. The first day was hardcore. When we got back from the hospital, even just being at the hospital was pretty hardcore.
Was the labor for Gaden super tough?
Honestly, as far as labors go, I don't think hers was the roughest. It was like 100% natural. There wasn't any. Well, I mean, not 100% natural because she got like an epidural, but like luckily she didn't have to have a C-section.
Nice.
She progressed naturally. They put the epidural in because, bro, those pains she was getting from contractions were intense. Mm-hmm. Like, it would take her breath away. And it was, like, so weird because she would have the pains and they'd last, like, a minute and some change. And then she would get, like, a 5-minute, 20-minute break.
And then it comes straight back.
Yeah.
Dang. It
was super intense. And it's, like... But it was so weird because it's, like, super intense pain. And as soon as it's gone, she's fine. Like, nothing ever happened. Mm-hmm. And then super intense pain. And then, like, nothing ever happened.
Just extremes.
Yeah, dude. It was so weird to see. And then... So I had to leave work early on Sunday night or Sunday. I didn't even go to work. I called off because Karen was having pretty bad contractions. We got to the hospital late on Sunday. Like everything progressed and all of that stuff. And then once the nurse came in and checked her, she was like, all right, like 100%. And she was like, I was like, okay. And then I thought it was going to be like, all right, you're 100%. Let me call the doctor. Let me... Like, it's a slow build-up. But she was like, no. She's like, I'm going to sit you up. We're going to do practice pushes. And I was like, oh. In my head, I'm like, all right, cool. Practice pushes. I'm like, she's just going to practice how to push because she's never pushed before.
But, like, she was starting.
Yeah. When you hear practice pushes, I think, in my head, she's preparing.
It's like preparing before the game.
Yeah. No, she was in the fucking game, dude. I didn't know.
That's funny.
Yeah, and the nurse asked me to hold one of her legs, and I was holding on to her left leg.
You're just like...
Yeah, dude. And like she was going, and like the nurse was like in there doing her thing, fucking. You never seen a vagina do what they do until you see like birth, but like she was doing her thing, and then like I started feeling like I had to throw up, like I had to shit.
Getting nauseous?
Yeah, but I was nauseous. I like had the biggest stomach ache. I felt hungry. I had to poop.
Dude, you were just feeling all of the emotions.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I mean, you're about to, literally, Gaiden was about to have a baby. You're like, my life is changing forever right now.
Yeah.
But you didn't know how to feel.
But the thing is, I feel like in that moment, it got to me because I was thinking, I'm like, all right, cool. And all of a sudden, I'm like, damn, bro, we're dead ass about to have a baby right now. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, I felt like a huge surge of, like, blood, like, leave my head. And I felt my face got all white. And I felt like little needles were poking all over my face.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, so then I just took a knee. Mm-hmm. And then I was, all right, cool. Like, I think I'm going to pass out. So I took a knee. I was still holding the leg. Like 2 minutes go by, I think at least. And then I wasn't feeling any better. If anything, it made it a little worse. And I told the nurse, I was like, I think I might pass out. And the nurse looked at me, like she was over here helping. And all of a sudden she's like, are you serious?
She's like, get it fucking together.
Yeah, no, and I was like, yeah. And she's like, go sit down. So I went to go sit down for like what felt like 10 to 15 minutes. And like I like recollected myself. And then I was able to like get back and help out with like the whole process. Like including like the birth, and I saw everything go down. But then I like reflected on it, and I'm like, dude, I just had like a huge adrenaline rush, either adrenaline rush or adrenaline dump, whichever one it was. Like, but I felt super out of it. Yeah, I was like, dude, I've never felt that in my life. I feel like I'm always pretty in control of what I'm feeling. And if I'm feeling some kind of way, I'm like, all right, this is why. But in that moment, I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I feel like you're very calm and collected most of the time. Yeah. Especially, like, even in, like, under, like, high-pressure situations. But now that you're explaining all of that went down on the day that Karen gave birth, it's just, like, that one really big life-changing moment just, like, finally got to you. You're like, holy crap, I'm literally about to have a baby. Or, like, Karen is, but, like, I'm literally going to be a dad. My life is changing forever.
Yeah. And once Valencia came out, well, first of all, she didn't have a name for like 2 days.
Yeah. We were asking them because they sent us pictures of her, and we're like, okay, what's the name?
Bro, we didn't know. Response. So hard. So shout out to Gabby for the cookies. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we got cookies. Last year we had eggnog for Christmas. This year we have cookies.
But
oh yeah, you guys. How long did it take to come up with a name?
Like 2 days. Like I didn't. It was like day like 1.5, and I got a call like into the room, and I answered it, and it was the Social Security people that worked there in the hospital or whatever, and they're like, hey, like where was Social Security and like the birth certificate stuff, and they were asking like date of birth, time she was born, weight, and all of that craziness, and they're like, all right, like what's her name? I'm like, I don't fucking know. So the only thing I'd give her was last name.
So did they give you like a grace period?
They're like, okay, like, and I was like, all right, like we'll have it by tonight. And she's like, okay, we leave at the office at this time, but I never called back.
Oh snap!
Yeah, so we ended up putting like 4 or 5 names on a whiteboard, and we just practiced calling her that. And the ones that we liked was Valencia, and her middle name is Leah, Lia.
Leah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot her middle name was Leah.
Yeah. And then so her last name we ended up just hyphenating, because for all my Hispanic people out there, I've always had issues that people always say my name is Magallanes, my last name, but I'm like, no, that's my second last name. And they're like, what's a second last name?
Because in the Marine Corps, you just said Magallanes, right?
It said Palafox Magallanes. Okay. It said Palafox Magallanes, but with no hyphen, no space. It was just one huge last name. Yeah. So when people would see my name tag on my uniform,
they'd be like, what is that last name?
Yeah, I think it almost had as many letters as the alphabet.
Oh, snap.
Well, I don't know.
Well, Magallanes is a pretty long last name.
Yeah. But, so we hyphenated her last name. So her last name is Palafox Miranda. Palafox hyphen Miranda. And yeah, so, which actually, that leads me to the first question. Shout out to everyone who asked questions. I appreciate you. Marisa asked this one. She said, how does it feel to be a daddy? And honestly, right now it's rough.
That actually marks off one of the questions I had too. Somebody had asked that.
But yeah, going into this, I knew that this, like, her newborn up until like around like a couple months was going to be the hardest for me because I don't do well on like low sleep, and some nights I get like 2 hours of sleep, you know, and some nights like I get like no sleep. Some nights I get like luckily like 6 hours, so it's super random, and it's not 6 hours back to back. It's like I get an hour, then she sleeps, then I get 2, then she sleeps, and I get another 2, and then I get an hour, and then bam, there's my 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been rough. It's been fun. It's been everything. The other day, I was holding her and I was like looking at her, and she was like giving me like the biggest like lovey-dovey eyes ever, and I was holding her like right here. Her face was right here, and I just started crying.
You're like, this is all worth it.
Yeah, and it didn't help that I was kind of like dancing with her a little bit like this, and then Kaiden comes up and says, "Oh, you're practicing for a quinceañera?" And I was like, "Why you gotta say shit like
She
that?"
was just bored.
Yeah, I'm like, she's not even like, she's only a month.
Yeah.
I'm like, quinceañera's fucking years from now, if she even wants one. You know, I'm not gonna force her to have one, mainly because of the money. I'm like, let's go on a vacation.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna tell my kids. Be like, or like girls, if you want a quinceañera, but low key, let's go on a vacation. Mm-hmm. So your mom has never wanted to go to Hawaii. Tell her you want to go to Hawaii.
Facts. But yeah, it's been fun. I'm excited for when she is up more without crying and can sleep through the night.
Like more like active and like,
yeah, like I look at her sometimes, and she has this thing. She's sticking out her tongue a lot. So I look at her and go like that, and she go. Just smile back. It's so funny.
That's funny.
It's so cute.
Also, if we're being a little extra quiet, it's because Vale is literally in the living room sleeping, so we don't want to wake her up. Yeah. And eventually, I've said this on the podcast before, but we're looking to get into a curtain. That way, like, the podcast noise doesn't venture off into the rest of the apartment, so we can be as loud as we want.
Yeah. Also, what do you guys think about this setup, dude? It's sleek.
Yeah, let us know.
It's nice. I'm enjoying it, honestly.
I really like it because, especially with the new mics now, because, like, dude, I feel free.
I know, dude.
I'm not like this. And you guys can see our mouths move. Because...
Facts. And the other one, like, we'd have the mics, like, right here.
Yeah, like, I would, too. I'd be sniffing it sometimes. I don't know if I can sniff this one.
I mean, you can't. It's just more obvious if you're going like this.
No, but, yeah, let us know what you guys think about the setup and also the new mics, too. Because, honestly, we got these yesterday. As of recording, they came in yesterday. And it was like around 6 o'clock that they came in, and Pablo was like, dude, let's open them up. So we opened them up. We got 3 just in case whenever we have a guest, they have one too. And dude, I'm so pumped. Like, they look just so clean, and the weight of it is nice.
It's nice because it's an all metal body. I mean, obviously there's some parts that are plastic, but like this right here is metal. I don't know. It's super nice. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, I like the free space too.
Yeah. Which gives us the opportunity to, like, Google something if we have to, or you know, just move our hands for a little bit. And if we really want, we can, like, take this off and hold the mic like a regular microphone.
If we really wanted to, we could just not use the stand. And just be like this. But I want to get into the next question. This is from Christian Hernandez. Shout out, man.
Shout out, bro.
I think this is his first time asking a question that I remember of.
He's with Fresh Factory, right?
Yeah,
he's with Executive
Cuts.
I think he moved over there.
I'm not sure.
I know he was with Fresh Factory in Lafayette.
Because I know the top 2 in Lafayette are like Fresh Factory and Executive Cuts.
Yeah. Up. All right, well, shout out Christian. If you need a haircut, hit him up in Lafayette. He's one of the best barbers out there.
So his question is, how is fatherhood so far, and what kind of bond would you like to build with your baby girl?
Good question. I don't know. As you know, I'm very open, and so is Karen, and we just kind of like share, like, sometimes things that you probably wouldn't want to know about us.
Sometimes a little too much.
Yeah. But I'm hoping to develop something similar with her where she feels free about sharing, like, when she messes up and, like, talking to me about it, you know, like, oh, like, I punched this dude at school because he was being mean to me, or like I lied to my teacher, I don't know, some, you know, whatever it may be. Like, I want to establish something like that.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, I want to...
A very, like, open relationship to where, I mean, you said she can tell you anything.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when I have a child, the last thing I would want is going behind my back because they lied about something at school or they did something and they're scared to tell me.
Right. And I'd rather, like, I don't think it's just like thinking about it, like the severity of something to need to be to like yell at them hardcore. Like what can you yell at, unless they like are like shooting up crack in the back of their fucking school, or like killing people or join a gang. Like other than that, like everything else is just like, all right, like why'd you do this? Like let's break it down. What was your thought process? Do you think you'll do it again?
See, and that's you also being calm as hell.
Yeah, I mean, I say that now, but who knows? Maybe in a couple years she'll be like, oh, like I signed this report card and like without you knowing, you know, the principal calls me or whatever, and I lose my shit. Who knows? But for now, that's what I think. Obviously, some situations, I feel like it can't be 100% like, all right, let's break it down. Some situations you have to tell them, hey, don't do this, like point blank period, just don't do it. You know.
How do you feel about going into like those situations where you're gonna have to set a punishment in a way?
I don't know, dude, because I feel like that's still like a while from now.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I mean, like, think about it. Like, kids don't do anything. I mean, at a certain age they do, but like,
at some point, she's gonna reach the age where she does know better, and I feel like at that age is when those punishments are gonna come. Yeah. But like until then, like she's a kid, she doesn't know.
Yeah, better. But the thing is, all they're doing is just they're just testing their limits. Like that's how kids learn how to communicate, see what's acceptable in society, see what's not. You know, they're like, all right, like let me see how far I can push to like piss off my dad. Relax. Otis.
Shout out Otis. He's back after a month too.
Otis. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab him.
Okay. This is Pablo's first time in his new setup too, so he's pretty excited. And I'm pretty excited to have him. Honestly, like it's kind of weird though because I'm so used to looking over at Gabby and just I don't know, like just like telling her, be like, hey, let's go record a podcast. And in like 10 minutes, we record a podcast. Yeah. And now, like, seeing you here, I'm like, holy shit, we're back on the podcast.
Yeah, dude, it feels great. And I can just, like, you know, with the mic, again, geeking out about these mics.
Yeah, and shout out once again to Gabby for pulling through for the past month and a half. You did great, babe.
Yeah. If she was cool with, she was more, like, extroverted and was, like, okay with doing this, she would be good at doing podcasting. Because she was like a really great host. When I like the episodes I listened to, she was great. And like almost for I was getting worried. I'm like, but nomás falta that she starts liking it.
Screwed. Bro, low key she kind of does like it. But at some point she's like, where's my compensation? I'm like, what?
You're like, where's my compensation? I'm not getting paid for this either, bro.
Yeah. But if you do possibly want to kind of help us out in us getting paid, go check us out on, if you guys listen on Spotify, I know if you're watching this right now through video, you're probably on YouTube, but you can also check us out on Spotify, where if you just listen and you listen through our ad read all the way through, we can get paid. So check us out there too.
And while you're there, just hit a like if you're already watching on YouTube, please.
Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe. I forgot to say at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, so
subscribe. Yeah, I'll put that in the beginning.
Yeah, there we go.
And then I just awkwardly cut it into
just like looking at the camera. Subscribe
now, please. Thank you very much.
Hell yeah. You kind of already answered this question, but this is from Gabby's mom. She's got 2. How do you feel about being a dad, and do you get enough sleep?
No, because well, one, even before her, I felt like I didn't get enough sleep. I'm either like deficient in something or I'm just a sleep whore because I love to sleep.
I think you're a sleep whore.
Yeah, dude. Like I could do 10 hours of sleep.
10 hours, bro. I'll wake up after a 10-hour sleep and feel like crap. I feel like I just got hit by a truck.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hit or miss. Some days I'm good on 6. Some days I'm good on like 8. Other days I'm like, I wish I had 10. But that's just me being exaggerated and a pussy. But yeah, I don't know. I'm learning to live with like the sleep I can get. You know what I mean? So whether it be however big or small, I'm learning that there's nothing I can do about it. Like literally. So I'm just gotta go about my day. You know?
Because she's literally dependent on you guys, so you just gotta make it work until she can feed her own face.
Yeah, and even then, once she starts doing that, she's gonna grab food and just chuck it.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun.
You know, she's gonna be like, "Oh, look at this piece of whatever." Just.
What's been your favorite part about being a dad so far?
I think honestly, just taking care of her. I like nurturing and taking care of her as best as I can. Because sometimes no matter what I do, she just wants her mom. And as soon as I hand her over to Gaiden and Gaiden feeds her, she's like down for the night.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It's so ridiculous.
That's funny.
Like, I'll be having her for like 45 minutes, like doing everything I can. I try to feed her. I've changed her diaper. I've taken off her socks. I put them back on. I swaddle her. I re-swaddle her. And then like I'm like bopping her and, you know, give her chupon, whatever. And then Gaiden will come out of the room and I'll hand her over.
2 seconds.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, literally within like a minute, she's out.
Dang.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
See, that's the power of a mom.
Yeah, it's crazy, but
how do you think Gaiden's been? Well, I guess we could probably have her on the podcast sometime and talk to her about it.
Yeah, we'll say those questions for her.
Yeah,
because it's been a ride for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what your least favorite is, but I feel like I kind of already know the answer to that question. It's probably getting the lack of sleep.
Yeah, exactly. And Otis has kind of had it rough too, because he doesn't get as much attention nearly as he used to.
Yeah,
but he's learning to live with it. I think once she's able to like move around and play and do all that stuff, he'll have more fun.
Once she's able to give him attention, he'll be like, yes.
Yeah, if anything, he'll be like, stop. He's like, stop paying attention to me.
Yeah,
because sometimes he plays with Ava or Emily, and like he gets run down. Like he hides from them.
They have a lot of freaking energy.
Yeah, too much for him, dude.
That's funny. I've never seen that. I'd love to see Otis hide from somebody that's giving him too much attention.
Oh yeah, bro. Emily will run him down.
That's funny.
Yeah, but actually, I have one from Santino from work.
Oh, shout out Santino.
Yeah, he's the one that did our intro song. So shout out to you, bro. It's like a 2-part question. So, the first part is, let me see if I can remember it off the top of my head.
Oh, I have them here.
It's what makes a good friendship, and what do you look for in a friendship?
Okay. Which one should we answer first?
Well, I just in order, so I'll start with the first one, with what makes a good friendship. I think that depends on the person
you're looking for.
Yeah, I think answering the second one and kind of answers the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, what I look in a friendship is people who are willing to put like some of their own priorities aside if their friend needs the help. You know what I mean? Like I can count, like, honestly, probably like in 2 hands how many times you and Gabby have come help us from car issues.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Somebody buy these people a new car.
Yeah, with like batteries dying or like cars literally just breaking down in the middle of the highway.
Dying, I can count 2 in one day.
Yeah, literally 2 in one day, maybe like 3 total.
Yeah.
And it's like just bad batteries, you know, but yeah, just people that are willing to like help out, put like their friends in front of others. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say kind of the same, and also like whenever, like So the question we're answering is what makes
a good friendship.
A good friendship. Yeah. So I had it really perfectly mapped out in my head, and now it's like all smudged. Okay, I got it. Okay. I had to take a little pause there, but I think like as long as like the friendship is very like they know what, like where you stand on things as far as like the world, and where they stand, and you know where they stand on things as far as in the world, and you guys can like talk about that stuff civilly, yeah, without like getting into like super big arguments. It's like, no, I understand your point of view, and you understand my point of view, and as long as like they aren't with you just for reasons to like like let's say you've got a lot of money and
like what's in it for me friendship. Yeah,
because I've had some friendships like that, and they just, I mean, I don't talk to them anymore. I'm not gonna name any names, but I don't talk to those people anymore. You're talking about Eric Moreno? Yeah, that guy, dude, man, he's calling me Baldy. The other day at work, he gave me a new nickname. He calls me Zay now. He looked at me. He's like, "Bro, why has nobody ever called you Zay?" I'm like, "Cause my name's Jose." And he's like, "Nah, what's up, Zay?"
Oh, Jose. He takes out the ho. He just puts Zay.
Yeah. So he calls me Zay, and if I don't respond to Zay, he calls me Baldy.
You always respond to Baldy.
Well, I try not to respond to both, but sometimes it's just kind of inevitable.
Yeah. Zay. I don't think Zay works for you.
I don't think so either. It's just, I don't know. But shout out, Eric.
Yeah, cool as fuck.
But yeah, I think like as long as you guys understand each other as far in the friendship and you guys provide like meaningful things that would help each other, like Pablo said, like
and the thing is, it doesn't have to be like physical things. Like there's so many different kinds of friendships. Like you have the ones that kind of like a well-rounded, that's kind of a little bit of everything. You have the ones that you kind of go to for more like self-help type of things, or like to help in like a certain area of your life. And you have others that are like just honestly just friends you go hang out with just to bullshit and have fun.
Yeah.
And like one friend is not more important than the other. They all provide good for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they all provide the same amount of value in different ways.
Exactly. So now it's hard to find friends like that. And my hack is just have a wife that's good at finding friends. Because most of my friends in the most recent years have been found through her.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we knew Valentine, but like Valentine is married to Peta, and Peta and Karen are friends. And Peta's cool, Valentine's cool, and then they met Andy. And then, yeah, you know what I mean? It's all because of Karen. I know these people.
Yeah.
You know.
And then you have like the childhood friends. Like, shout out to Lafayette Boys if you guys are watching this.
Yeah, dude. Like, past them, I haven't made much other friends besides like Jared.
Yeah. And I know like some people...
Marines.
Shout out Jared. But I know some people like cut off their childhood friends. And to an extent, I understand that. But like me personally, I feel like we've made so many memories with our childhood friends.
Yeah,
like, it's like...
Yeah,
like they understand that we're busy. We understand they got their stuff going on. We got our stuff.
I mean, we live like an hour away, and it's like I work weekends, and they get together every weekend.
And we're still in the group chat, so
yeah. For a little bit, it was dead on the group chat, and I was like, they made a different one.
Dude, low-key, I kind of thought the same thing.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't doubt it if they did.
If they talk a lot anime sometimes, but I mean,
yeah, I mean, it literally is what it is. But I'm glad that I'm able to stay in that group for a little bit. For as long as I can. I always have these ideas of like making it big and just bringing them over and just fucking balling out and just like having this place where it's like the downstairs is just a huge game room.
Oh, dude,
TVs and just let them go wild, you know, like put on anime, sometimes they listen to some weird ass music, bro.
Dude, but like,
but they're so funny.
Just don't let them use your YouTube. Next thing you know, they're gonna be sitting there just looking at SpongeBob, like I don't know, doing some weird shit.
Yeah. So how do you guys know about this stuff?
Don't let them access your YouTube because your history is gonna look so weird.
So sus.
Yeah.
Well, I remember my bachelor party. You guys were trying to convince me to watch scary stuff.
Oh yeah, and then they're screaming "Nightmare" at you too.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, hell no, dude. I ain't not watching anything like that.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's hard to find friends. Not gonna lie, because a lot of people out here, are very selfish, and don't want to. If it inconveniences them, they don't help out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's funny because those people are the people that tend to never necessarily give back.
Yeah,
like I can think of some people that say that the only reason that they want, like, that they look into friendships as like, what can you provide for me? But at the same time, there's times where, like, let's say that person that's looking for those friendships gets friends that are always like promoting their stuff, but that friend never promotes any of their friends' stuff. Yeah, it's always about like them. It's like at that point, it's just like a one-way thing. It's, I don't know, it's kind of toxic in a way, but I like the friends that I have now, and if I make new friends, that'll be fun too, as long as
and it's like different because I feel like nowadays people are really fast to call somebody like a friend and like say that, oh, we're like this, like we're super close, when in reality you're not. You know what I mean?
Then there's people that are like, oh, dude, you see him once at the gym, and then later on you're like, dude, bro, we're tight.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I met you once. I don't even know your last name.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I just asked you for squat tips, bro. What are you talking about?
I think I just heard Vale.
Yeah. Well, hopefully she puts herself back to bed. Okay. Because we're like halfway through this thing.
Okay. I got a couple questions from Gabby, the previous host of the podcast. She got so excited when I called her a co-host the other day. I accidentally called her a co-host. And she like pointed it out. She said, "You called me a co-host." I'm like, But a question from her is, Pablo, would you trust more? Who would you trust more with Vale? Her or me? Like her or me?
I got never cookie in my mouth.
I think I know the answer to this question already.
Okay. Wait, who do you think?
I think you trust her over me.
I'm split 50-50.
Really?
Because of yesterday. I was talking to Garen about this. After the because we watched the semifinal between France and Morocco. Mm-hmm. You know, I pretty much like sprinted down to the leasing office to go grab the mics from the package center that they have.
We were pumped to get these mics, by the way.
Yeah, and you told me that Vale had just woken up by the time, like, I literally closed the door and left, and she woke up crying, hungry. And when I got back, you had her in your hands and you were feeding her, and you had fed her already. So that makes me, like, that surprised me, honestly. Like, like you have like fatherly instincts that you just grabbed her and you're just like, well, shit, what do I do? And you just like, you're not just gonna let her cry and try to calm her down. You like actually like took the initiative, and you knew which bottle to give her, and you fed her, and you know how to feed her. Yeah, so that I was like reflecting on that. I'm like, oh shit, what was like low key like getting ready to be a dad too, bro.
Bro, she started, as soon as you close that door, I heard her making noises, kind of like the noises that she's making now. And then as soon as I went into the room to check on her, she started crying, and I'm like, all right, here we go. So I picked her up, and she quieted it down a little, just because I feel like she felt she got picked up. She said, "Oh, it's feeding time." And then I started rocking her a little, and she started sucking on my arm. I'm like, "All right, you're hungry."
Yeah, dude. Yeah. She was hungry as fuck.
So I started feeding her, and she finished half her bottle before you got home, and it was like within a span of like 5 minutes.
Yeah. So I think just because like Gabby holds her a lot more, and like I've seen her feed her and do all that stuff more. Gabby
definitely
it's 50-50.
Did you have it? 50-50. She's pissed right now.
I'm telling you, yesterday when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, what do I actually knows what to do?
Let's go.
You know, because that was your first time feeding a baby, right?
Well, I fed her that one night we went over too.
Oh, okay, got it.
But I fed her that night just for a little because I asked Gabby if I could. She was feeding her, and then I sat in the chair and fed her. So I kind of knew already what to do because Gabby showed me. Yeah. So I picked up the skills from Gabby, and now we're 50-50.
Hey, let's go.
But I feel like I would go with Gabby just because she has more of a like motherly instinct in a way. Because like because I feel like I'm very stiff when I'm holding her, and I'm trying to work on that. You look stiff, yeah. I'm trying to work on that because when you came back too, I went to burp her, and I didn't really, because she's so fragile.
And I know what you mean. Yeah. And honestly, that just comes with holding her more. Because like straight out when she was like a couple days old, I'd be the same way. I'm like super careful. Now my low-key just kind of grab her like. Oh shit.
You like, go like whoosh.
Yeah. I like spin her on my finger. But I mean, I'm not like brutal with her, but I do kind of just move her around more freely. Obviously still carefully because I'm not trying to hurt her, but I'm more comfortable with like grabbing her and moving her and like what's good and what's not.
Yeah, because not gonna lie, the first day that we went over to like see her, I was like I was nervous because I mean I was a little sick that day, so I didn't get to hold her. But the day that we went over and I held her for the first time, I was holding her and I'm like, this is a little baby. Like,
yeah, dude.
Like she can't move unless like I move her. Like she's so fragile.
Yeah.
And I talked to Dad, and he told me that he didn't want to hold her when he saw her just for that reason. Because when he told me that when they're freshly like newborns, he doesn't like holding them because they're so fragile. Like he'd rather just wait.
Yeah. Well, I know he did that with me. I don't know if he did that with all the rest of us, but I don't think he just like newborns in general. He just like, nah, I'm not holding that. So, but like once she's like a year old and she's sturdy, like obviously Dad's gonna hold her. But
yeah, but babe, Gabby, 50-50.
Sorry, Gabs. I still said you just because you have a lot of maternal instincts. So
okay, and you kind of already answered this, but she said, "What's your favorite thing about being a dad?"
Yeah, just being able to care for her and be like a part that will what do I want to say, like be someone that's gonna establish like a good foundation for her, like in her mental fortitude, you know, and like how like on her outtake in life. Because at first I think like first like 4 years are super like formative, so like in that time it's kind of like the core foundation of how she'll grow to be a person.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be a great dad because like from how you're talking about all this stuff, I know a lot of people that just like, oh, have a baby, let's just like nurture it and everything. They don't really like think about like the mental side of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're prepared to try and make Vale the best like little girl that she can be.
Yeah. I mean, like with every, and I totally understand now why the firstborn gets the shit end of the stick. Cause like you're figuring, hold on, I'm gonna go check.
Oh yeah, there she is. It's Vale time. She just woke up, so she's a little crying. But Otis, how do you feel, buddy? You're back on the podcast. Let me know down in the comments if you guys missed Otis. He's back now. Look, Otis, say hi to the camera. Hello, my name is Otis. And there he goes. He's gonna go check on Pablo. Shout out Gabby again for making us the cookies. We ate them all already, but also, we have these, while Pablo's gone, I kind of want to talk about these energy drinks. So we have Alani Nu energy drinks, 2 different types right here. So we have the stick, or the powdered version of it, and then the energy drink version of it with like the fizz and everything, and it's nice and cold too. Let me know if you guys have ever tried these. Gabby and I got them just because we're into like the prime sticks and all that. Oh, Vale making her appearance on the podcast. That's fine. I can send you. Did you watch my video on the Argentina reaction?
No, not yet.
I put a clip of just your face on top of Vale.
Oh, nice.
I can send you that.
Yeah. So here's my baby. I'm trying not to show her face, just cause. But yeah. Hi.
Hi, Vale.
Hi, my love.
She's so cute.
Bro, this is how I was holding her the other day when I started crying. I was like this. She was like looking at me. And
yeah,
there's Otis getting jealous.
Otis, come over here, buddy. I can hold you.
But yeah, what was I saying before I took off?
We were talking about like not fortifying, but helping Vale like become the best like human.
Oh
being.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like as a parent, you have so much responsibility to make sure that they're okay in life and give them, because life's not easy. So it's like give them the fortitude and just like knowledge on how to conquer their situations.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like a lot of parents forget what it's like to be a kid. So it's like, if Kylie listens to this, she's gonna smack her face palm super hard. But like, Joe Rogan had this quote, and he said,
he's quoting Joe Rogan.
yeah, there's a lot of things that he said that in the past, I'm like, oh, I understand, but now like I actually understand. That said, one of them is the hardest thing that's happened to you is the hardest thing that's happened to you. So like whatever that may be, like for her at one point, she's gonna like fall off her bike and scrape her knee or something, or just not get what she wants, or just like bump her toe against a table or something. And that'll be the hardest thing that's ever happened to her. So she's gonna lose her goddamn mind. You know what I mean? Because she's never experienced anything harder than that in her memory. So like to her, that she's like going like, I don't know, into battle, or like she just got her arm cut off, you know, because like she doesn't know anything harder than that.
I've never thought of it that way.
Yeah, so like she'll like cry and all that, and I feel like a lot of parents will probably like yell at their kid or be like, oh, like you just hit yourself, like it doesn't matter.
Like, get over it, like it doesn't hurt that much.
Yeah, or you can just teach her like, oh, that hurt, like are you okay though, like you still have all hands, all fingers, like you're good, you're still walking, like oh, you're okay, you know, kind of like walk them through it. So that way the next time they have those abilities to like, all right, bet they do like a self-check and like I'm fine, and they just go about their day.
See, and that's the difference between parenting now and parenting like 100 years ago.
Yeah, dude.
But I mean, at the same time, 100 years ago, they didn't have the stuff that we had. They didn't have these mics.
Nah, dude.
But, yeah, I think you guys are going to be great parents. You are great parents.
Thank you. I'm trying. Some days are easier than others, not going to lie.
She's got the craziest hair ever. You guys can probably see.
Yeah. She got my lashes, though.
Oh, yeah?
And she has mom's eyes.
I can see the lashes. Wow,
Yeah.
this is my first time seeing her lashes. Last time,
Yeah.
like, they weren't even, like, out yet.
No, they're long as fuck, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got my lashes. She's got Mighty Cruz's nose, mom's eyes, and she's got our ears.
And then she's got, like, a almost copy and paste face of Jamie.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, on Karen's mom's side, it's like copy and paste, basically.
I was looking at her 1 month pictures, and one of the photos, she literally looked like Jamie.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like, what the
crazy.
heck?
At the first couple of days, I would hold her. I'm like, bro, I'm literally just holding Jamie, which is Garen's younger brother. He's
Yes.
he's my brother.
Shout out
my
Jamie.
brother-in-law.
If you're watching
yeah.
the shout out. But yeah, congrats on being a dad, Pablo. I'm
you.
excited
Thank you.
for how Violet's gonna grow up with everything. I'm excited to be a part of her life.
Yeah, dude.
I'm excited to be an uncle.
Thank you. You with what you showed yesterday, you do great too. As just being an uncle that's there. So
I think it's gonna be fun whenever she starts growing up and we can actually like start doing stuff together.
yeah, like I can't wait till she starts like verbally communicating. You know what I mean?
Gabby and I are gonna hit you guys up and be like, "Hey, can we pick up Violet for the day?" Like we're gonna go out.
Well, actually, after the podcast, I kind of want to talk to you some about that.
Okay.
I want to go on a date out with Karen.
Okay, well, in that case, that'll happen sooner than we thought.
Yeah, like this weekend probably.
Like,
If that's cool with you guys,
I think we can. Well, Sunday. Well, you said
it would be Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday evening, because I get off. I'm leaving school early to do a. I mean, not school. I'm leaving work early because I have a final
On Saturday?
Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks. Oh, speaking of finals, but we'll talk about that after
Yeah.
the podcast. But speaking
Yeah.
of finals, how's that going?
Great.
Because as of recording, this week is finals weeks for us.
Yeah. This semester it was easily my hardest semester. The other 2 semesters I had all A's and 1 B, and it was like A and A plus, and like a B plus or like a B straight up B. This semester I got like 3 C's, 2 B's, and I think 1 A.
But like considering your situation, I think like
Yeah, but at the beginning of the semester I was also very like back and forth on school because I wanted to drop out, go full-time podcast and just full-time work where I work now and just like make it work, you know, kind of like.
I remember having that conversation.
Yeah, dude, but I obviously like I never took action in dropping out, but so now I'm like, well, it's okay. I'm like, I'm still gonna get into the program to ICOR
Oh, nice.
at IUPUI. That's next semester. So I'm like, well, you know what? I'll get my degree. At the end of the day, if I don't use it, I don't use it. But I'll have my degree. She can say that both her parents are college graduates, you know, stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's going good. I'm excited for the semester to be over though.
Yeah.
I've been having so much fun without going to class. How about you?
It's pretty good. I'm like you said, I'm excited for this semester to be over. I have my last final here at 3 today.
Oh,
So,
nice.
And then I have like an online final that I can take that's due like tomorrow night. But the semester went pretty well. It was a lot because, and I'm sorry guys, I talk about this a lot the past couple episodes of me being sick.
Yeah,
But
because you have been. I feel like this year in 2022, you've been sick like 80, no, maybe like 75% of the time.
yeah, it was hard whenever I did get sick because one of my classes I had to physically be there to train my client.
Right.
So like I had to message the professor, be like, hey, like I'm sick, I can't make it.
Yeah.
And like obviously, for that class, if you have like an unexcused absence, like you don't message the professor and don't show up, he automatically takes the letter grade off because like
Oh shit.
because like the class is technically considered an internship
Yeah.
because the program that we do in that class is like outside of IUPUI, but it's inside the IUPUI campus, and like people sign up for it. Like people outside of IUPUI sign up and pay for it. So like
got
the
it.
people that we're training are people that paid to have like
So if
this
you don't show up, it
experience
looks bad on the school.
on the school, on the professors, and just like on you, obviously.
Right.
But I didn't go 1 week, so I missed 2 days, and it was tough because I got back and my client was super cool. She's like, hey, like, are you feeling better? Like, we build a really good professional relationship. And when I got back, I was still kind of coughing and stuff. And she's like, wow, I can tell you're really sick.
You're like, yeah, I had the flu, lady.
I'm like, yeah, I was dying. But yeah, it went pretty well, except for the fact that I was sick most of the time. And as far as like I feel like comparing this semester to last semester, or this fall to last fall, I had a way more productive last fall just because I wasn't as sick as much.
Yeah.
Because I was doing school, work, and then I was like pumping out a lot of YouTube videos.
Right.
And this semester, I wasn't able to pump out as many YouTube videos as I wanted because I couldn't go outside and film.
Oh, fact.
Because I was literally to the point where if I looked at like my laptop screen, I'd feel like throwing up and stuff.
It was that bad?
Yeah. Because like Gabby and I got, well, because of my fault, Gabby and I got so behind on recording the podcast that there was one day at the episode with Lupe.
Bro, I know. You told me, oh, we're going to go record Lupe. And that episode came out like 2 days later. I was like,
it came out the next day, bro. We recorded on Saturday with Lupe, and it was coming out literally the next day on Sunday.
Nice.
So, and I couldn't record before because I literally couldn't move.
Right.
So we got super behind. And I'm like, but I told Gabby, I'm like, I'm not missing an episode. If we have to record me being sick as hell, like, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
But we ended up recording it, and I edited it on the way home, and it ended up unfortunately being an easy edit because some of the audio was messed up. So I just used the camera audio and put the angles and just put all the angles on the screen.
Yeah.
So in a way, it ended up working out, unfortunately, because of the audio mishap. But it was tough. But now we're back to 2 weeks ahead, which is nice. Which I wanted to get back up to 2 weeks ahead once you came on.
Right.
Because I know, like, if this episode was coming out this Sunday that's coming up, and you'd be pissed if I was like, oh, by the way, like, this is your episode and you have to edit it. You've got like 3 days to edit it.
Yeah. Well, I feel like in my head, I was already, for whatever reason, I was all right, this one's coming out this Sunday. So the fact that it's not, I'm like, I'm still going to try to work on it slowly because I can't have like a 5-hour stretch like I would before.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to do like an hour here, an hour there.
Yeah, that's why I was trying my best to get back up on 2 weeks ahead because I knew like you're super busy with Vale and everything.
Yeah. But, yeah, which is nice because next week I don't have school or anything. And I'm only doing one overtime day, which is like on Monday. Oh, you got it, baby. You got it. Come on. So if you're tuning into the podcast, I'm sorry. It's not. Her mom is out at a doctor's appointment, and we gotta do the podcast. You know,
we gotta do the podcast.
And she's making a guest appearance.
Wait, are you excited to get back onto editing?
Yeah, dude, I'm pumped.
I'm jealous, bro. You're editing this episode with the new mics. I'm jealous.
I'm gonna have so many eargasms when I'm listening to this.
Every time you hit play, you're gonna be like,
you'll be like,
oh my goodness.
So no background noise.
Yeah, but we are coming up on Christmas. Today is Christmas when this episode comes out. What are you guys doing for Christmas this year? With Vale, I know. Are you guys traveling or?
No, honestly, I think we're just staying home. Mm-hmm. We're not gonna do anything. My suegros already made plans with other people to go hang out for Christmas. We're not traveling, mainly because it's hard with her because it's an hour and like she wakes up every so often to eat and all of that stuff, and I don't want to like.
You'd have to like put her to sleep and wake her up on the way there, like throughout that hour, right?
Well, normally she does good on car rides. Hold on. When she doesn't want to eat like this, mainly it's because she's like pushing a poop.
Oh. You got this, Vale. Push it out.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm really looking forward to Christmas shopping because I haven't done it yet.
Oh, same. And these intercambio presents that we're doing, what is it, white Santa? No. White elephant?
Wait, we're doing a white elephant?
No, what? Oh, gift exchange.
Gift
my bad.
exchange.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold up, bro. I wasn't informed.
Yeah, like I haven't got any of them.
Give me a second.
Oh. This podcast is falling apart, guys. Oh, if you tune in, I'm sorry, but it's okay. Cause this is literally chaos that we're living right now. You guys see it in person, live. I think that might be God and getting here to take care of her from her doctor's appointment.
Oh, you okay, Mika? You okay?
my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's okay. All right. I'm going to step away and hand her over to her mom. Thank you guys for sticking along through this. I'll be right back.
Wait, let's grab her.
I know. We're almost done.
Mama came to the rescue.
Sorry, I forgot it's not carpet afternoon.
Oh, it's okay.
Let's wake up.
Like 10, 15
Yeah, but
My love. Can you just wake up?
Yeah.
Shut up.
fucking Otis.
Jesus, warm as fuck.
But Gabby and I this year have been super bad about buying gifts. Like I said, we haven't gone just because we're very busy. And yeah, here's the thing though, because we're in an intercambio with her side of the family. And usually we do a white elephant with her side of the family.
Oh.
And this year we decided all just being the intercambio because we didn't want to get gifts, like gag gifts. We didn't want to just waste money on
when a white
gifts.
elephant, it ends up being just a bunch of gag gifts.
Yeah, so we didn't want to just
Yeah.
end up buying stuff and it just getting thrown away at the end.
Right.
But we did the intercambio and like we did the whole list and everything.
Right.
And like 90% of the people who put on their list, they all put like gift cards. I'm like, so this is gonna be like a gift card exchange. I'm like, this is kind of boring. But I mean, at the same, you're gonna get the money and like spend on whatever you want. But I was kind of hoping for them to like put actual stuff that they wanted, so I
Right.
could see like their reaction when they got it.
Right, instead of like, oh, here's a $50 gift card to Target or something.
Yeah,
or like
or
a Visa gift card.
But like literally, they put like maybe one thing that they wanted, and then like Amazon gift card, Kohl's gift card, or like a debit card with just money on it. And I'm like, what?
Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
I feel like with like the siblings and like our gift exchange that we do with mom and dad, I feel like I always ask for the weirdest things.
I feel like you do, because you asked for your birthday, you asked for like a pill organizer.
Dude, Gabby was like, I got that one.
Yeah.
It was probably like what, like $2-3.
I don't know. Gabby went on her own to buy that one.
Yeah, dude. She probably just grabbed it from work, to be honest.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because she works at a hospital. They probably have a whole bunch.
Because she was on the Target app online, and she found one that she really liked for you. And then we went to Target to look for it, and it was only an online thing. So I think she ended up going to Walmart to buy it because we have her mom's discount card.
Yeah, it's super nice. And like for Christmas, I asked for like there's this company called On It, and I asked for like fucking memory enhancing stuff, and like brain enhancing stuff, and like a big club that's like, I think it was like £5 to do like weird workouts with for my stability.
See, I'm also at the same time, I'm really bad at telling people what I want.
Yeah.
Because on both exchanges, the one with our side of the family and the one with Gabby's side of the family, I asked for gym clothes. I asked for Gymshark clothes, Alpha Elite clothes, and I think I put Amazon gift cards. So I was also that person that put gift cards.
Bro, you should have been like offline code Vic.
Oh, I should have done that. Shout out Vic.
Yeah.
I was at the gym yesterday thinking about him. Homo.
You're over here working out like, oh, bro, I just want to be like
I
that.
just want to have those veins.
Yeah.
No, but because I have black Adidas hat that I've used for like years now, and it's like stained from all the years. And I was thinking of Vic's videos and like that black mentality hat that he wants.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was working out, I was doing chest. I'm like, damn, it'd be really nice to have that hat right now.
As you're doing chest flies?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Over the years, I've gotten more comfortable with asking for what I want for the gift exchanges, because that's literally the whole point. But the past 2 times that I've done that, I don't get what I asked for.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm like, well, what's the point of asking for it? Whoever gets me always gets me
Whatever they want.
something else. Yeah. But I'm like, this time I provided screenshots to like the exact thing I wanted. So I'm like, bro, just order it ahead of time and get me these things.
Now, would you prefer to do that or go back to how we used to do it, to where you just got the person and like you kind of like know, like, because you hang out with them a lot, like for cousins, like you kind of know what they want, and then you end up just getting them whatever you think they want.
See, I think that's a great idea if you hang around with them a lot and they express to you what they want throughout the year.
That's exactly what Gabby and I were talking about the other day.
Oh, really?
I think last episode we talked about
because I think that's cool, and it shows that you listen and all that stuff, and that like you're paying attention to what people are saying. But
It only works if you're around those people often.
Right. And I kind of prefer just being like, give me a list of like your top 3 or 4 things, and I'll get you like 1 or 2 items from there.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, it's stuff that I otherwise I haven't got for myself yet. And if I put it on my Christmas list, I'm not going to buy it if I do buy it until after Christmas, just in case somebody got it for me.
See, that's the thing, though. The reason I only ask for gym clothes and stuff is because everything else that I want is for content wise, and is either like $100 and above, or like $150 and above. So like all the like content stuff I want is expensive.
You could just be like, give me money, give me like, because we set a limit of like $50, right? So just say, give me $50 because I want this, and then you just put in the other $50.
Yeah,
You see
because
what I'm saying?
I want because I edit a lot on this table now, and I mean this is a chair that I use, so I want to get one of those comfy gaming chairs.
Oh, you got to get the one that the one PewDiePie has.
Yeah. So whenever I do end up getting that gaming chair, it's gonna be funny because I'm gonna have my nice ass gaming chair, and you're gonna be stuck with that.
Oh, that sucks.
I'll be here with a really nice gaming chair.
Dude, I'm gonna come here with the saw and just saw this part off so I can stick my feet
I'll
here.
just be like chilling on the gaming chair like this, just fucking rocking back and forth.
And I'll be like this, just well, no, I don't even stand up like that. I'm like this.
Yeah.
Big Violet's rocking chair.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Violet has a really nice like white rocking chair.
Yeah, well, it's like a light blue.
Yeah. Well,
I thought that was great.
What?
I said white, blue, gray.
Yeah,
That would be funny though.
That would do. I don't know. It's not that bulky to bring over here.
Bro, I don't even. Yeah, that'll be hard to get up the stairs.
Yeah, that would be hilarious though. But I would have to be like sitting like this way, because it's so like bulky.
Yeah.
But
I'm interested to see how we're gonna do it with a guest whenever they're right here.
yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, these would just come either like on the floor under here, just right here, like with the thing down.
Yeah, true. But like, cause for the things that I mainly want is the camera. I want a like a shirt mic, but they're the Rode ones, but they're like $200.
Yeah, I've been looking into those, and I want one.
They're really nice because I have
Yeah.
one that plugs into my phone, but my phone's messing up again on the where you charge it.
Oh,
There's like a specific way that you need to move it again because it's not charging. I don't know what I do with my phones, but like it's messing up again. So now
You
I
drop
have
it a lot?
No, dude. Well, I mean, in the gym, I sometimes throw it around, but
Maybe.
Dude,
but
sorry, talking about phones.
Hold on. I'm gonna go hand the mic over real quick. If actually it won't reach, can you come over here?
I don't want to.
But they can't hear you because we have new mics.
you're
All right,
good.
this is infamous Gaiden who birthed our daughter.
Okay, listen. Now we're talking about phone tragedies. Guess what he fucking did?
What?
Fucking guess.
yeah,
Bro. So it was the middle of the night. I turn on my flashlights and I want to turn the overhead lights on, right? Of the freaking bathroom. I leave my phone literally there so I don't have to turn on. I can just find it, put on a flashlight. Tell me why this man threw my phone in the toilet.
What?
Literally threw my phone in the toilet. I just hear I was like, oh, did you drop your phone in the toilet? He's like, no, I dropped yours. I was like, the fuck?
Wait, why did you even have her phone?
Bro, it's because so like
That's it.
so like there's the counter, right, where like the sink is, like the sink counter, and and then there's a toilet that's like right next to her, right? So like let's say this is the counter, she puts her phone here and the toilet's right here. And that's just when she sits down,
It's far.
hold on, baby. And like it's so when she sits down or whatever, she knows where it's at, and it's super easy to grab, right? What I always do is, because the toilet seat after we use it always goes down, right? So then what I always do is I put my hand here and I reach down to grab the toilet seat and I put it up. And then I went to pee, and obviously I put on my pants, and I went like this.
Oh my goodness!
I went like this to like slide, like to put on my pants to pee, and all of a sudden I hear a donk,
and it's her phone just
bro.
in the
It was
toilet.
perfect. It was so perfect the way it landed in there. It flew in there perfectly. I was like, dang. Luckily I hadn't peed yet.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so I grabbed it and she sanitized it, and it's fine because iPhones are made to be like waterproof now, like that, or water resistant up to a certain limitation. But her phone's fine. But the fact that it fell in the toilet, she was pissed. Which I understand, but...
Speaking of toilets and kind of edit this last little topic before we end the podcast, I have a really disgusting... I don't know if... Well, really disgusting / funny story of a time that I had to reach my hand into a toilet. So this just actually happened recently. I think
this morning.
And if Gabby doesn't know about this story, so if you're watching this,
if she made it that far,
if you made it this far, I love you. So it was the day that we were having that Halloween party at Val and Pita's. We were drinking a lot, right? Okay. It was at the end of the night. We were playing fucking drunk Mario Kart. And,
nice.
And it was hard because the way we were playing Mario Kart, if you had your drink, you had to finish your drink by the end of the race. And whenever you took a drink, you couldn't be moving the cart. So like the strategy is to either chug it at the beginning or like take sips throughout the race, but you have to pause. So I chug it at the beginning every time.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
And Gabby tried doing the same, and she's not the same size as me.
No.
Towards the end of the night, she was very drunk, and there was this like Halloween cauldron thing that Peta had bought that to like put candy in. She gave me that just in case Gabby threw up. So I took it up to the room with us where we were staying, and she ended up throwing up, and she threw up in the cauldron.
Okay.
And so I'm like, dang, like I'm not just gonna leave this in here. It's gonna stink up the room. So I go to the bathroom, I dump it in the toilet, and I flush it, or I dump some of it into the toilet.
Right.
Flush it so the toilet doesn't get clogged.
Okay.
But then, like, obviously, like, I have to clean the cauldron too. So I take some paper towels or like whatever they had in there to use to wipe your ass. I forget what it's called.
Toilet paper. It was like napkins.
This hat's getting to my head. It's too hot. But I take some of that to wipe the cauldron down and like clean it and stuff. And I wasn't flushing. So I'm looking at the toilet. It's full of TP. I try and flush. It's clogged.
Oh my god.
We're living at Val and Pita's. There's no plunger in there. So and I'm like, I don't know where the plunger is. And everybody was already like dead asleep downstairs.
Yeah, like drunk asleep too.
So she doesn't know this story either. I haven't told her.
She's about to find out. Yeah. Don't say anything until she brings it up.
Yeah. But I'm like,
or I'll make it into a reel.
I was either like, I need to find the plunger or something, or just leave it. I didn't want to leave it. Or the other option was to put my hand in there, unclog it, and flush it.
Yeah.
So I got on my knees and I was like, oh man. I looked the other way. I'm like, I put my hand in and it was full of puke.
Bro, you didn't have to do that.
The toilet was full of puke and TP.
Yeah.
So I reached, and the TP obviously was clogged, so it was like all the way down in there. So it literally got up to.
Oh my god.
That's your overload of your hand. The water, the puke.
Yeah, like feeling all the chunks as you go in there.
Mentally, I try not to think about it because I was gonna puke because I was also very drunk.
Oh my god.
So I had my hand in there. I unclogged it, flushed it, and then as soon as like everything was flushed, I went above the sink and just try to wash everything out. And I'm sorry, Val and Peter, if that bathroom ended up stinking like puke. I did my best to clean it up. But yeah, that was the story of why I love Gabby.
You love Gabby?
No, but that was the most.
I'll say that is true love, to reach in there full of her puke to pull out TP and make sure the toilet gets unclogged.
Disgusting, bro.
Puke. Remember when we were staying at their house and you like caught my puke in your hand, or you were holding my puke bag?
Oh yeah, so it was when we were staying over at your guys' place when we were like in limbo from moving, and we went on a walk, and
no, we were driving and from campus, and I puked.
Oh right. Yeah, so because like while she was pregnant, she was extremely nauseous like all the time, so we literally had like puke bags in every car that we like drove in, and on the way back from campus, she like threw up into a bag, and I mean, as you're driving, like, what are you gonna do? Just throw the puke bag on the side of the road? Like, no. I did tell her to do that because I'm not taking care of that. But she fucking held it, and then so then I I got out of the car and she was nauseous again. So I took the puke back from her so she can throw up on the grass. And she was throwing up and Otis was shitting and I was holding the puke bag and I think I have a picture of it. And I'm just standing here just holding her bag of puke.
While she's throwing up and Otis just taking a shit.
Yeah.
Dang, that's tough.
So for everyone who's not married, that's what you have to look forward to in marriage.
Honestly, I don't think
it's a wild time.
I don't think I would have done that for anybody else. Like, put my hand inside the toilet.
I wouldn't have done it for you, puke.
I wouldn't have.
If I'm being honest, I would have woke your bitch ass up.
I would have woke your drunk ass up and be like, bro, clean that shit up.
Yeah. I'm not cleaning up your puke, bro. Bro, I ain't touching just throw up. That's nasty.
Oh yeah, but that was a very difficult time for me.
So why didn't you just go ask for the plunger? You just didn't want to wake
because everybody was like awake or like they were downstairs still drinking, and I didn't want to be like, hey, by the way, I clogged your toilet with Gabby's puke. So I was like super drunk, so I don't think I could have gone down the stairs.
Oh my god.
So I was like, while I was cleaning it up, I was still trying to like hold myself together.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Wow.
So honestly, I think me being super drunk kind of helped. Because if I was super sober, I would have probably still thrown up.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, dang, that sucks.
That was tough.
You have at least that's a good memory now.
I hope Gabby sticks this far and listens to it.
Yeah.
If she does, she'll bring it up. But I'm not gonna tell her. This is stuck in this episode. I'm never gonna tell her. And if I do, I'm be like, look at this episode at this time.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Bet.
Or if she ever questions my love for her, I'm gonna be like,
there you go. I'll clip this whole part out and send it to you.
Yeah, be like, check out episode 65 at minute.
Like about the hour
Like
mark.
about hour mark.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, damn, Pablo. It's nice having you back.
Thank you.
Shout out to Gabby back again. But
yes, shout out Gabby for holding on the fort. I'm back to reclaim my throne
I'm
on the
excited
podcast.
that you're back, and I'm excited to start having some more guests now. I know when Gabby was here, we only had Lupe on. Shout out Lupe. But it was very hard to get guests on just because I didn't know how the conversation would be.
Between you, Gabby, and
Between me, Gabby, and
guest.
the guest. And that's not like going towards Gabby's like ability. That's going towards my ability. Because usually when we have a guest on, you're like the better co-host to like ask them questions, and I just kind of like feed off of that.
Well, it depends on the guest. Like, because when Eric was there, when Ben was there the first time, like it was a lot heavy on you, and I was just there and I would ask questions here and there, but I would notice a lot of the times I was just sitting there and it was just you two talking, you know. And
but like for a guest, like when we had George on, that was like mainly, or like AJ, that was like mainly you, and I was just kind of like picking on what you were saying.
Yeah, I feel like that's the good thing about having a co-host is some episodes one person tends to take the lead, the other one is more like the support, and vice versa on other episodes. So it's nice to be able to have a co-host. We just have to work sometimes on our chemistry. Sometimes it's gotten good because sometimes I feel like when I'm like running out of things to say, I kind of like give you a look and you just kind of pick up and go, and I'm like, thank you, and you saved me.
And I kind of know that look when you give it to me.
Yeah.
And there's sometimes where we're just blankly staring at each other,
like the first couple episodes. Oh, bro, episode 1. Oh no.
Oh, go check it out. Actually, don't. There's no video to it. It's just audio.
Yeah.
But
we were just looking at each other and be like, so.
We're looking at each other with the mics facing this way.
Oh, yeah.
Because is what it sounded like.
Yeah. Oh, rough time. Well, appreciate you guys tuning in to the episode. If you made it this far, please like, subscribe, do all the things. Check us out on Spotify. If you're driving, and obviously not everyone has the ability to buy the YouTube subscription to be able to listen outside of the app. So yeah, we're on Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts, right?
Google Podcasts. So right now we're just on Anchor, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. We're looking to expand more, but those are only three, only audio.
So, and if you made it this far and you know somebody who you think would be good on this podcast, please let us know. Give us like a contact info so we can hit them up. And yeah, we'll go from there. Appreciate it, guys.
See ya.
Bye.